Hello everyone, welcome to Tech But Hub channel. This is the first video in our series on Vicidial installation and configuration. In today's tutorial, we'll guide you through the entire process of setting up Vicidial from scratch on Alma Linux 8. So let's dive right in. Here are the few key points we will be covering in this video. OS update, which is operating system update, cloning installation scripts from GitHub into the server, setting up Apache configurations, which is going to be our web server, updating asterisk configurations, which is our VoIP software that we are going to use in this. Installation of web phone, installation of dynamic portal to secure the access to Vicidial, updating firewall rules of the server, updating cron tab, updating database configurations, which will be of MySQL MariaDB. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel and click the bell icon. So you'll be getting all the latest videos in the coming days. First things first, let's ensure that our operating system is up to date. We will perform an OS update to make sure that we have the latest packages and security patches installed and set up. So the first thing is that we need to have an SSH access to our server. We are right now logged into our server. So there are a couple of things that you need to do before starting this installation. The first thing is that you need to point your domain name to this server by adding on an A record, will be pointing to this server's IP address in your DNS, in your DNS settings of the domain registrar. Either it is going to be GoDaddy or something else. So just make sure that you have updated those settings in the domain and then you are good to go. So after that, there are a couple of things that we will be doing. The first thing is that we will update the host name. So the host name is going to be our domain name. That's what I would always recommend you guys to do it. So in this case, it will be host name. All right, so this is the host name that we have updated. Right now, it's still showing the old one, but once we reboot the server after doing the update, operating system update, it will change to this one. So the next thing that we need to do is to update the host files also. So this is the host file. We will add the IP address and the domain name here. So it is going to be the IP address of the server. So you can get the IP address from here. You can try the IP address and it will show you 172. This is the public IP address of this server. So we'll go back into the host files. And we will insert this entry. We will add this entry here. And the domain name. And then the subdomain only. Okay. So we have updated the host file also. Now we will update the time zone. The current time zone of the server is UTC. If this is okay with you, it's fine. If you want to change it, then this is how you can change it. And then once we updated the host name, we just to make sure that it is updated to ESD. Yes, it is done. Now we will update the operating system. So first of all, we will check if there are any updates available. Yes, the updates are available for this operating system. So we will do yum update. So there are 46 packages in this update. Well, the good thing about this video is that I'm not going to pause it at all. So I want you guys to see, and if there are any issues that we might be facing or some errors that are coming in during the installation, so we can troubleshoot them right now on the fly. So it's going to be even more learning experience for you guys. So this whole process is going to take around the whole installation plus some initial configuration. It's going to take around 1 hour 30 minutes to 1 hour 45 minutes. I would suggest you guys can grab a cup of coffee and because we don't want to leave this installation unattended. The reason is if there are some errors that are coming in on the output on the CLI while we're doing this installation, we don't want to miss them. This is very important because if there is something coming in and we didn't notice it, so it means that later on when we are trying to run Vicidial, that's going to give us some kind of an error and we won't know, and or it would be very difficult to pinpoint what happened. So this is very important that you keep it open always in front of you. So our installation is about to finish. So, all right, guys, we are done with the installation. Everything looks good, no errors. So the next thing is going to install some extra packages for Enterprise Linux. We will do this well with this command. Okay, let's run this yum update again. All good. Let's run. Let's install the Git. So with the help of Git, we would actually be downloading the installation script. So that's why we need to make sure that Git is also prepared. The last thing is that we need to install. Uh, we need to update the kernel of this OS. So right now we are updating the OS kernel. The download is finished, so it will install and then do the verification process. So these are all the packages that we are installing before actually we move to or install the install Vicidial, because we want to make sure that the operating system is up to date. There is no conflict coming in. There are no old packages that are installed. So thing is very important. If you don't update the operating system, there would be a lot of security holes, loopholes, I would say. A lot of packages are not installed, a lot of packages which are already there, but they're not up to date. So this thing is very important that we update all the packages, the very basic packages of the operating system to make sure that everything is up to date. Just keep an eye on the output. Just make sure that all of the updates are being installed and there is no error coming in on the output or on the CLI. Preparing the operating system, it's very important, guys. Before we shift it or before we actually start installing the Wichita or Asterix or web server or database servers, operating, setting up the Wichita, making sure that it is up to date with the latest packages, it is very important. So don't miss this step out at all. It is with the Linux, it is exactly like you're updating your Windows operating system, you know? We are just about to finish the kernel updates. Alright, guys, so we are done with the kernel updates also. So the next thing is to disable SE Linux. SE Linux is actually enhanced a security module for Linux. So we will be using the internal firewall. So we don't want any conflict to happen. So that is the reason that we are disabling this. So to disable this, you can use this command, or you can go to etc as a Linux config directory and change it from there. Alright, so the SC Linux is disabled now. Now we will just reboot the system to have these latest updates installed and the system is ready. So we can continue with further with the installation. Alright, so our server is rebooted now. Let's continue with the installation. Let's do. Alright, so we are into the sudo mode right now. Okay, so let's see if our host name is changed. Yes, and it is also showing up here also. So now you can see that this is updated, time zone is updated, and let's see if our updates are installed or not. All right, Godmother is installed, and we don't have any pending update OS updates also. All right. So the next thing that we need to is we need to download the installation script. So for that one, we will go into the user source directory, and now we will git clone that script. This is the link that you can use. So we can see that the script is downloaded. Let's see into the directory and see which scripts do we have. So yeah, we have a lot of scripts. This is the script that we will be using, Alma Linux 8. Okay, so we will copy this one and we update its permissions. If we see the permissions right now, we don't have the execute permissions. You can see it is read and write permissions only. But we need the execute permissions also. To execute permissions, we will do chmod plus x and paste. Oh, let's do it again. This is the script. Chmod plus x and then the script name. Okay, this is cH. All right. Okay, now you can see it has X also, which means that it is executable. Okay. So now what we will do is we will run this script. All right, so this script will install a lot of packages, small packages which are needed for to run Vicidial. Plus, it will install the database server, which will be MySQL MariaDB, and it will install Apache Web Server, and it will install Asterisk also. And in the end, there are many other packages which Asterisk is based on, or it is dependent on, like libpre, like Tardy. So it will install all those versions, all those packages also. The next thing in the end that it will do is that it will install Wichita latest SVN, whatever it is available, the latest one. So we'll go through each of them one by one. So right now, as you can see, it is installing different power tools, different packages, PHP, different PHP packages are being installed. Right now, the main thing for this that you're looking out here is that you're not seeing any errors. Okay, that is the only thing that you are looking at. So if everything goes smooth, then it will be a perfect install. Okay. So that is the only reason that I'm not pausing this video at all. So you will know actually step by step what's happening all along the way. Press enter. And now it is installing the cpan modules. It will again ask us to press enter a couple of times during this installation. So I will keep you posted about them. You will see where you just have to press enter and where else you have to just add those server details and stuff like that. It is a very easy installation. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. We again have to press enter here. So it will keep doing the installation of the C-band modules. These are all different modules that are necessary for Vicidial to run seamlessly without any issues, without any problems. Okay. Great all day. Don't worry with podcast. Hop. Today we have one of the brightest minds. We need to know what you. The CPAN modules are still going on. I haven't seen any error or any kind of notification on this CLA. So far everything's going good. I told you it's going to be a long video because I'm not pausing anything. This is a complete video, complete installation from A to Z. And just keep watching, and you will know it's not very difficult or not very kind of a different thing to do. It's very easy, very smooth. Everything seems good. Let's press F2 once again so we can continue with the installation. All right, so now we are doing the asterisk installation. And it is starting off with the pre. That is also one of the package that is very much important for us to run properly. Now we are installing 30. This is also an important package that is we need to run asterisk. So right now we are installing asterisks. We are done with Lipri and Dardy. Just make sure that we are not getting any errors. Now we are compiling asterisks. You can see that the modules are being installed right now. Jan zip module, EBX module, dial modules. These are all asterisk modules. So these are being combined as we speak, as you can see on the screen. Okay, guys, so our asterisk is also installed. Now we are installing the Vicidial. There isn't any password from MySQL. If you want to set, you can keep it. Otherwise, the best thing is that you secure the server. Okay. So here I'm going to enter the public IP address of this server, which is yes, the new server IP address again. Now it is configuring all the server IPs into the database. So the Vicidial can communicate easily with Asterix and other bots like web server and DB server and Asterix. They all can communicate together. So the installation script is finished. We are going to reboot the system. We will wait once the server is back. So we have completed with the operating system updates. We have updated the host name and the host file, and then updated the operating system and the kernels, and then we did clone the installation script from GitHub, and then we ran that script. All right, so we have completed our step 2 here. So once the server is back, we will start off with the Apache configuration. All right, so our server is back online. We will log in with move into this server. So we are logged in as a root user right now. And now the first thing that we will do is we will create a visual host file. So this visual host file will help us with the SSL certificate when we are going to generate later on. So we will run this command. And here you will put the domain name. The domain name in our case is this. This is very important that you don't do any mistakes here. So you just have to make sure that we are running the command perfectly. There are no mistakes in the domain here. If we do any mistakes, our certbot SSL certificate will not be generated. So we'll put conf here. Okay. All right. So this is the new file. Now we will copy the contents into this file. These are the ones. And then we need to update a couple of settings here. We will copy this and paste it here. And then remove this and update here also. And then update here also into the custom location. And then under the server name, we will update here also. All right, so we have done these 4 changes. Server admin, document root location is okay. Server name. All right. So let's save this file and run httpd restart. All right, so this is good. Another thing that you can see after we have run the installation script is that you can make sure that all our asterisk screens are running. All right, so you can see all your screens are there, then all your important screens, they are there. Okay, you can check other services also like database, firewall. All right, so firewall is not there, and HTTP is also running. Now for firewall, we can install it right away. Cool, right? Let's do a status check. All right, so it is installed, but it is dead right now. That is normal, that is okay. We can just do. So this is enabled now. And service 5 restart. Service firewall D status. So right now this firewall service is also running. So we have everything running now. So we'll continue with the configuration now. So the last thing that we did was we have created the host file. So the next thing that we need to do is to install the surfboard. This is a package that will help us with the SSL certificate for this domain. Okay. Right. So we need to install certboard Pochi. Okay, so this was already installed. Let's activate the request for the certificates. We need to turn off the firewall for some time. So we are going to stop the firewall and then run this command. And the domain name. Now we are going to enter the domain name, which is agree to the terms and conditions. And now it is requesting the certificate. Okay, so it is saying that there is no valid A record for Vicidial. Vicidial, thought maybe get out it. Okay, domains are there. Okay. Um, so let's check. Okay. So let me check my domain if I have properly updated. Hmm. Okay. So it looks like that is okay. Richie Alma 8. So it looks like we have something with the DNS going on. So let's troubleshoot this DNS now. That why we are getting this, yeah, because on my registrar I'm getting it is configured set up properly. Okay, so we are going to dig. Hmm. So it is pointing to this IP, which is this server IP. Here you can see. And this is the domain. So let's try again. Once more. Firewall is off. This is strange because when we do dig, it shows that it is pointing to this IP address, which is the server IP address. And this is the domain. And this is the hair account. Hmm. And when I do the DNS propagation test, it also shows that it is pointing to the correct target. So 21.33, 21.33. Okay. 21.33. Okay, so let's try again. What I've done now is that I've removed the DNS record from the registrar side and added it again. So let's try again. Here. Hmm. No one idea it was one, but this is very much a huge it's my bunch of us for this bound. What? This is something very strange. And you can see. It is pointing to this IP address, which is correct. But okay. Let's reboot this server once. Let's see that virtual host might be updated at the end. Okay, so we'll check that file also. So, there might be something in that file that we just created because this is working fine. The A record is fine. That's why when we run the ping test for this domain, It is pointing to this IP address. This is okay. This is okay. So now we have to check that. Host file. And let's run that command again. Let's stop this. 5 more. And 1 more. It is. Okay. So now it is saying that because of too many embedded requests, we have we can't do it. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file. Copy this one too. Ah, I'll add test here. Reaching test on window. And I'm going to make the changes here. So we have to update the host name also. So to update the host name, we will set it to set host name. We'll copy from here. Now we have to update the list files. Okay, so we are going to reboot the system. We have made all the changes. Let's reboot the system. Okay, let's see if the server has restarted. Okay. Let's do it again and see if we are able to point to the site futures. So it's not yet propagating. Let's see again. Okay, so it takes some time to propagate the settings, but now it is working fine. Let's try again with a different domain now and see. So I've just changed the subdomain, a little bit changing in the subdomain that I've done. So let's see if we are able to register using this new subdomain. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my internet connection and see if that works. So I think I found out the problem. Mm, the problem is that I was using the private IP address, and we should be using the public IP address here. So the settings that I did over the DNS was also that by mistake I used this private IP address. So I have updated those that A record to the public IP now. So what are we going to do is we have to update the host file. So if I do, so this is the public IP address that I am assigned with. But I was using the private IP address here, so this is my mistake. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna change the host file to this IP address. It's a small mistake, but you can see how much problem we can get into. So let's change this IP address to the public IP. And now dig. Okay, so now you can see that it is pointing to the right public IP address. So now we are going to again try running the zboard command. I hope everything will be okay. If we have not crossed that limitations, maximum attempts. Okay. So one thing that we need to do is that we need to update. Hmm. Did we update the host? Oh, yeah, the host. etc. GDPD. 102D. And reaching tests. Okay, this is good. No, one thing that more I want to check is service, HTTP service, firewall on the status. Okay, let's switch the firewall off. Let's try again. -V. So we can get increase our post level. Three. Oh, okay, so it is saying that it is reading some kind of conflict because we have multiple files. So let's there's nothing bad in this file, so I think we should delete this file. And okay. Now we will try to run that again. BG test Alma dot -3. All right, so the previous visual host file was creating the conflict. So once we deleted that one, it was saying that attempt to reinstall the existing certificate because previously the certificate was received for this new domain. Okay, so instead of renewing and replacing the certificate again, we might face those date limits. So I've selected this option one here. Okay. So we have successfully enable the HTTPS on this domain. Perfect. Okay, so let's restart HTTPD service. HTTPD service. I will start. Okay, so now we are done with the Apache configurations. Thank God. I mean, that was a very little mistake. So actually, you guys have seen that little mistake, can lead to you cannot move, I mean, you're stuck at that point. So this is very important that you find that error, troubleshoot it, and then, fix it. So now we have to update the asterisk HTTP file. So that is in asterisk HTTP dot .conf. We are going to delete this whole thing. And then we are just going to keep this one. So enabled is equal to yes, bind address is this, enable is equal to yes. TLS, this. So the TLS certificate that we have to, this is the domain that we're going to do. And the same thing, this is the application of our certificate actually. So we are done with this. Also, again, we are going to restart the HTTPD service. Now, because we updated asterisk HTTPD corner file, HTTP corner file, so we have to go into asterisk also and make and reload the asterisk, and you can check HTTP show status. So we can see that it is working fine. These changes are reflecting here. Perfect. Exit. You can also run this command to see how many ports are open. So we can see here the TCP protocol and the listing ports are given here, and which of those ports are here. These are all the ports that we are looking for. Perfect. Now the next thing is that we need to install the web form. Right, so to install the web form, there are many web forms that are available in the market. I usually use this one. youtube.com/. So this is HTTPS. Alright, so this is installed. This is good. Now what we need to do is that you have to go into cd van www.html and Atlas, and we have the web On here you can see, and it has reached right. Okay, perfect. So what are we going to do is going to update along the settings for web font. So now you can see it has all the read and write settings, and then we are going to update the user group also. Okay, so the user group will be updated from root to Apache. Okay, so this part is also done. And now the next part is dynamic portal installation. Okay, so for dynamic portal, we will go back to the source directory, and then we will make a new directory with dynamic portal. And then we will cd the dynamic portal, and then we will get from GitHub. I don't know why I'm writing HTTPD all the time. GitHub.com/striker. I don't think so. So we should have dynamic portal slash shells. Wet command is definitely not there. Right, so we have this main.zip. We are going to unzip this main.zip. We atlas this, so we're going to cd into Vicidial dynamic portals, and then we are going to copy everything from zones to etc to firewall D. Okay. And yeah. cd etc firewall D ls cd zones ls. Okay, so everything is there. Okay, so we go back to cd user source dynamic portal, reaching down dynamic portal. And then we copy -r. What is there we have now? Now we need to copy this IP set directory. Okay, so this is also copied. Now we go into services. Now we have these ones. We will copy everything from here. Whatever is XML file to use the name. Firewall T services. This is also done. Now we come back outside and we copy the actual dynamic portal. That's dynamic portal directory. Two. and www.html, and it is going to be copied into Dyn portal. Okay, this is also done. And now we are going to copy Vicidial as a subtopic into etc http d directory. Okay, and then we are going to go open this file. etc http d d and then Vicidial. So .conf. So here in this one we will update the location file. Here we are going to update it to the domain name that we have set up previously. And here also. Okay, and we scroll down and we need to comment out this content security policy line. And then save it. Okay, this is done. Now the next thing is that we are going to update the SSL conf file. Scroll down, come down, command this file. Command this line, command this line. And here we are going to enter the certificate location. Okay, again we have to update this with the domain name, which and then we have to update the certificate here also. So now we have updated everything. Now the last thing that needs to be done is to copy the VP firewall into the user bin directory. So we go to cp cd user source dynamic portal, Vicidial dynamic portal in and cp VP firewall to user bin directory. Now we are going to increase the permissions to read and write. Okay. So this is also done. Now we are going to update the public XML file for the firewall zones. So that is located in etc zones public.xml. So the best thing is we delete everything And this is an XML file. You can easily create it, okay? So this is not a big thing. And paste it here. Save this file. And now we are going to systemctl enable firewall D and systemctl restart firewall D. Systemctl enable HTTPD. Systemctl restart HTTPD. Okay, so there are some errors here coming in this one. So we'll see what kind of errors it is giving us. So it is saying that setting command does not exist. So it is saying that this file location does not exist. So we can simply cd to this one, but actually can see if it is there. Well, I can see it is available. Let's go into, well, sir.pm is also there. So it could be some syntax error we have done. So let's open it up again. etc. Oh yeah, we have added this .com, which is not there. So we have to remove this. Save it again and restart this. It is restarted now without any errors. And now we're going to check the status also. While everything is green, good. Okay, so the cron tab entries are all here. If you want to add something or change something, you can do it as you like. The last thing that we need to do is to update to see if we have added over 446 etc httpd connect dot d slash dot connect. Oh yeah, we have missed this out. So here we're going to add the 446 port also for the validation portal. Okay, so again, every time we make some changes, we have to restart the HTTP service. All good, no errors. If you receive any errors, this wouldn't be restart it properly, and you will now you can see that we have port 446, 443, and 80 set up. Okay, so everything is done, everything is set up. So the next thing is we need to update some default settings for the dynamic portal, some redirections, some countdown settings. Okay, so those settings are there at the good thing is that I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but we haven't tested the validation portal yet, not even once. So well, I hope so. Well, everything is going fine now, and I believe that it will be good. We won't have any issues while accessing it. Okay, so this is the default file. So here, the redirection, we have to set it up. We will change that to the domain name. And the redirection admin portal also. This is done. How long? We'll set this to 10 seconds. And yeah, unsuccessful limits are 5. This is okay. This is also good. Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is that now it's time to open up the browser and see if everything is working fine. So now is the time to open the browser. Okay, so now we have this browser open. So what we're going to do is we are going to test it out with test. Wait. Okay, so first thing what I'm going to do is validate. This is the link for the validation portal. So what I'm going to do is to access it directly. And see if I'm able to access Vicidial without validating through the dynamic portal. Yep, it's not working because your IP address should be validated. You can see that timeout error has been reached. So now we are going to open through the validation request. So it is saying SSL enabled. So what we will do is that we will just add HTTPS call. HTTPS. We'll just add HTTPS. All right. There we go. All our hard work has paid for the screen. Paid off and we are good. So the default password is 1234. And we have successfully validated also. The countdown is also running and it should redirect us to the admin page or to the agent page. Well, you can see okay, let's try again one more time. Oh, there we go. Good. So we can go to the administration page, same 1234. And here we are with the initial screen, the new password. Now we need to log out and log in again. And here we go. We don't have permissions. You go and change the permissions to view reports. And here we go. We have everything set up. We have the time is synced properly between PHP database and the server. It's working fine. We click submit. Now if we can go to the servers, can see the server has been installed and we need to update this IP here. We make sure that this is the public IP. Okay, it's the public IP is 54.89 dot 160 dot 2. And we press enter. Okay, so everything's working fine. We have Asterix installed. 16.17 version is installed. We have Meet Me and Gonna Bridge, both of them on this phone. So now we have Vicidial properly installed and we can start configuring the Vicidial itself, creating different campaigns, creating different users, creating inbound groups, start uploading the data, start setting up the scripts with the filters, and we can do whatever we want to. So I hope this video was informative and you've learned a lot. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Thank you.